Hello everyone, and today I'm going to show you how you can restore deleted files within Windows 7. Now I'm sure that many of you have been in a situation where you have deleted a file or a folder, and then after deleting that and removing it from your recycle bin you've realised that you actually do want this file, but you don't think that you can do much about it, and you just have to live with it. But there's a feature within Windows 7 that I don't think that many people know about, but it allows you to restore different versions of files, and that includes restoring deleted files. So let's get straight into this. Now, as you can see just here, I have a folder called example, and we'll just be using this folder to show some of the restoring things that you can do. So if I just open this up, I have one file in here called text, and if I double click this, it has just some text in it, and this will be our example file. So what I'm going to do is press delete and enter to delete this file, and it's now in the recycle bin. I'm now just going to go ahead and empty the recycle bin and press yes. And as you can see, it's no longer in our example folder as you would expect, and so you'd think that this is deleted from our computer. So imagine that this file that we just deleted has lots of important data in it, and that you really need this data back for whatever reason, that you accidentally deleted it. Well, now you can quite easily get it back. All we have to do is open up the folder, right click and go to properties, head over to previous versions, and now we have a previous version that was created at 6:35. The current time is 6:40, so this was 5 minutes ago when I first created the folder, and it has a backup essentially of the files that were in it when it was created. So if you just want to see what's in this folder, you can press open, and as you can see I have that file in there. But if we want to restore this file, all we have to do is go ahead and press restore once again, and now, as if by magic, we now have this file restored within our folder. So I'm sure that you can imagine how useful this is if you've just deleted a lot of really important documents and you need them back. This is a pretty much a foolproof way of getting these files back. However, this isn't a feature that is turned on by default on all Windows computers, so we're going to have to make sure that it is turned on to start off with. So to do this, you're going to want to press the Start button, right click on Computer, and go to Properties. And once you're here, you can open this sub-menu called Advanced System Settings, and within this we have a folder called System Protection. So if we just click on this tab here, as you can see for my C drive, my Windows default drive, I have protection switched on. And this means that whenever I install a program or when different things happen, a restore point is created, which means that all the different file versions that I have on my computer are backed up, so that if there's a situation like the one that I just showed you, I can restore files. And this is a really good system, and I hope that it will help a lot of you out. However, it does have a few limitations that I'm going to demonstrate and also show you how you can get around these a bit. So as you can see, I have system protection on, and I'm going to go back to this example folder, and I'm going to create a new file. And just for this, I will call this, I'll just call it new file, so we definitely know that this is the new file that I've just created and not the old one. I'll just go ahead and put in some text into this and save it. So now if I were to delete both of these files like this, because of the example that I've just showed you, I'm sure that you'd assume that both of these files will be able to be restored once I delete them from the recycle bin. So let's just see what happens. If I go to Properties, open up Previous Versions, and as you can see we have the restoration point here that we can go ahead and press Restore. But, however, if I open this up, as you can see there is only the one file in there, and as I'm sure you can imagine, this can be quite a big problem, and I'm sure that you're wondering why this is. It's actually quite simple. It's because a restoration point wasn't created in between the time that I created that file and I deleted it, so therefore there isn't a backup for it. So there are two ways that we can really get around this. One of them is just to wait. If we leave our computer for a certain amount of time, I'm not sure exactly how long this is, but I'm sure you can find out online, it automatically creates restoration points. It might be weekly or daily, I'm not 100% sure. Or when you install many programs, they automatically create a restoration point. But this would be quite tedious if we have to wait in between creating files before we can restore them, as something could go wrong at any point. So we need to make sure that we can make a way to restore these files. So once again, if we just open up that properties menu in my computer and get to the same system protection tab that I showed you earlier, you'll notice that there is a button here called Create, and what this will do is it'll create a restoration point right now. And so once again, I'm sure that this will be really useful for you if you know that you've got some sensitive data that needs to be protected right now. You can just go ahead and press Create. So just to show you that this example will now work, I'll go ahead and create this second file again. And I'll call it new file, put some text in it, and I'll just go ahead and press Create. This will create a restore point. You have to name it, so I'll just call this new restore point. Press Create. And now hopefully in just a few seconds or so this should have created a new restore point. These take up space on your disk, as I'm sure you can imagine. They are creating a second copy of most of your files. So it will take a little bit of time, not too long, just 30 seconds or so. As you can see, it's done now. And they do take up space on your disk, like I said, but I'll show you in a second how you can manage that space. Anyway, if I just close this for the moment, and I open up example, and since we've now created a restore point, I should be able to delete this new file. Actually, I'll just go ahead and delete both of these. Delete them from the recycle bin, press empty. And now, if we've just decided that we want to get these files back, all we have to do is do it the same way as before. Go to previous versions. Now, as you can see, we have two backups. We have the one from earlier, which has just the one file in it, and we also have this new one, which, as you can see, has these two files in it, which we wanted to back up. So I can go ahead, restore this, and I've now got back all of my files. So, you know, it's not too much of a problem that you have to create a restore point, as long as you actually do create one. There shouldn't be a reason why you lose any of your files. And I did mention just a few minutes ago about how these take up space on your disk and how you can manage this. So if we just head back to this control panel window in our system settings, open up our system protection tab, you can press configure here, and you can see how much this is allowed to use on my disk. And this is set at 2% for me, which is 10 gigabytes, and at the moment it's set at a maximum of 9.15 gigabytes. Sorry, 9.51 gigabytes is at the moment. And so this has got pretty close, so if we want to get rid of this, we can just press delete here. I'm not going to do this at the moment as there's no need to, but if you want to free up some disk space, you can go ahead and do that. And you will get a few gigabytes back straight away, but obviously you will lose your backups. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it could one day help you recover any lost documents or files that you have. Anyway, I do hope that you enjoyed. If you have any video suggestions for any tips, please leave them in the comments below, or if you have any other general queries, once again, just leave a comment. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.